for today's video for 31 Days of Horror. We are going to be talking about movies with more. So a comedy isn't really any horror, but it is called Yoga Hosers or Hosiers. Could never pronounce that right, which I say like a million times in this movie. I should be able to. Anyway, this is a Kevin Smith film, which, much like a lot of Kevin Smith's films, it is paired with another one of his films that I already reacted to, which was Tusk. The two main characters that this movie is about actually have a small part in that film. They are cashiers at a convenience store. That's what we call them in America. I'm not sure what they're called in other countries. This is based in Canada, but I know that we just call them like convenience stores. Now, to enjoy this film, I wouldn't say that you necessarily had to have seen Tusk, though it does make references to that movie throughout this one, so I feel like it does kind of help. But it's not a necessity, so you can get away with watching this one without having to watch that one. This one, I feel like, is better. This movie was pretty hilarious. It's quite long, as a lot of Kevin Smith's films. He very often takes his time and, doesn't try to rush a film, includes as much kind of, sorry, my cats are playing, info and details into a film, which I love, and it is very much a Kevin Smith film if you are a fan of his, as am I. This would definitely be a great one for you. The two main characters in it are actually, one of them is Johnny Depp's daughter. He is also in this film, but in like a lot of face makeups. It's not very like Johnny Deppy. Which, I mean, if you are subscribed to my channel, you know my feelings about Johnny Depp. So that was probably the only small thing I didn't like about it, was that he was in this. Did not realize that she was his daughter until afterwards, which I think is so cool, and I think that she was great. I think she did a really good job. She played, so it's based on these two friends. They're both named Colleen, and she played Colleen C. And then the actress that played Colleen M's actual name is Harley Quinn Smith, which I just think is really awesome. Just like a badass name. And basically it starts with their life after the incidents of Tusk. So they play, like I said, they play a small part in Tusk. They actually help give him information that leads to the rescue. And so this is after the events of that film, which is why I said I feel like it does kind of help to have seen that movie, but isn't a necessity. A very big part of like the first big chunk of this film is just kind of focused in on their lives. Aside from their convenience store work, they also have a band, and Adam Brody plays the drummer. He's like this tatted up, I wouldn't really call him like a douchebag, but he's kind of like a loser. Yeah, Adam Brody plays the drummer, which, one of the things that I loved about this film was that like the three main cast members from Tusk are in this film, but obviously as different characters. So Justin Long plays their yoga instructor, Yogi Bear, who like throughout the movie is arguing with Warner Brothers like over the phone about copyright infringement, like, and there's some little funny moments like that. So Justin Long is like, it's funny because if you've seen Tusk, Justin Long is the main character in Tusk, and so then for him to play another character in this movie, and then even Haley Joel Osment plays the character in this, and then the actress that played Wallace's girlfriend in Tusk, Justin Long's character, plays a gym teacher in this movie. So it's just great that they bring all of these actors who are in that other movie back, but as different characters. And then, of course, like I said, Johnny Depp, I don't like, but he plays an investigator in both films. And yeah, it's just, I will say, like I said, like most of Kevin Smith's movies, this one is quite long. So if you're looking for just a fast comedy, this is not it. This is one that you're gonna have to like make sure that you have time set aside to watch. But I highly suggest it. I think it's so funny, such a good movie. Like I said, if you're a Kevin Smith fan, you're gonna love this one. And although there is like a lot of that comedy that's just based on like their day-to-day throughout like a big first chunk of this film, you do get into the action stuff. There is, and one of the things that this movie that I love is that it goes in a completely different direction. It has Justin Butler and Tyler Posey, who Justin Butler has been in a bunch of stuff. He's pretty famous for he's pretty known for being in the Carrie Diaries, but he's also been in a bunch of other stuff. And Tyler Posey is in Teen Wolf, I believe, another show that I don't watch but still know about because I'm on the internet. But they play these two popular best friends. Austin's character plays Hunter, and he's this like bad Canadian stereotype accent, but he's like the cool hot guy from school that Colleen M has a crush on. But you find out that these two guys are actually, well, they say they're Satanists. That was one thing about it, was that the movie did that whole like Satanists sacrifice people stereotype, which is kind of annoying, but they do claim to be Satanists and do try to sacrifice the girls. The girls have to like fight them off, and you kind of think that that's gonna be like the main storyline. And there's a really funny scene where Hunter is explaining to Colleen M how he's like how he needs her virgin soul and is going to like sacrifice her, and she's so distracted by how like pretty he is that she's just like, okay. I think it's like perfect. Let's be honest, Austin Butler is really pretty. And so I like that scene just made me laugh. So that's where the storyline kind of heads. And of course, like I said, there's a scene where they talk about how they're gonna like sacrifice them, and the Colleens have to fight them off. But in the midst of fighting them off, they both suddenly die without the Colleens actually doing anything, which leads into what this movie is really all about, which I'm not actually going to get into. I'm going to leave spoiler free for the ending of this movie, because I honestly think if you haven't seen it, you need to. You should definitely watch it. But it is weird. I'll just say that. It gets weird. Fun fact, if you have seen it, Kevin Smith plays the things they're trying to defeat, which is whatever I will leave it at. So, in conclusion, I love this film. I'm gonna go ahead and give it It's a Scream, which is a 4 out of 5. This is definitely something that if it wasn't available for me to watch on Netflix, that I would want to own, because it is so good and hilarious, and I may end up watching it again soon. But let me know if you've seen this film and what you thought about it in the comments below. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more horror-related content, and a quick shout out to my Patreons. Thank you guys so much for contributing to the channel. If you want to know the perks to being a Patreon, link is in the description, as well as all my other social media. So I hope that you did enjoy this quick review, and I will see you guys later with another video.